scribbled some lines and marks on my wife's arm. Came out looking more like cooked bacon than tree bark. She asked for some wood grain because she fucks with some branches. Now she has a mess of a tattoo running down her arm that got infected from my cigarette ashes. I have no need for them work boots, won't be doing anything that requires protective clothing. I've got YouTube videos to making cigarettes that need a smoking. And views might be down, but she said when she gets paid I can buy us some more subs. She believes in me, all out here grinding for the ones I love. I ain't passing up my chance to be famous or a shot at going viral. I'm OG Dagbomb, the yellow motherfucking 40-year-old man-child. Every skit, every bump, every last one of them dicks that I suck, I'm grinding. Yeah, I'm grinding for the ones I love. I get $111 from YouTube and her mama sells all of her pills. Merle gets up before the sun and works past dark to cover the bills. I never hesitate to post my Cash App or start up a GoFundMe. Due to my refusal to work or support myself, I'm always in a time of need. I'm a grown man who refuses to contribute to his whole home. No time to work a job or start a career when my whole life is spent playing on the phone, pretending to hurt my back after working that trash truck for a couple months. Ain't nothing I'm gonna do to help or support the people I claim to love. I ain't passing up my chance to be famous or a shot at going viral. I'm OG Dagbomb, the yellow motherfucking 40-year-old man-child. Every skit, every bump, every last one of them dicks that I suck, I'm grinding. Yeah, I'm grinding for the ones I love. I was once gonna be the main event at the redneck fights until the doctor found out that the hepatitis C is why I have yellow skin and yellow eyes. I was fixing to whip that Jesse Keith Whitley, but he was too scared to square up with Dagbomb, the heavyweight champion of these YouTube streets. He blamed it all on the account of my infectious disease, y'all. I ain't passing up my chance to be famous or a shot at going viral. I'm OG Dagbomb, the yellow motherfucking 40-year-old man-child. Every skit, every bump, every last one of them dicks that I suck, I'm grinding. Yeah, I'm grinding for the ones I love. Mama, she's got one on her upper lip. Told me she was born with it. I told her it was from sucking dick. Took me to her bedroom and she showed me what she was working with. The smell, I couldn't deal with it. More lip mama, more lip mama. She's got one on her upper lip. Told me she was born with it. I told her it was definitely from sucking on them dead. think I'm gonna be sad. Oh, little mama. Yeah, she only fucks her son's friends. That's the way it's always been. You can see the mold from the front and the back end. Worse than a movie villain. Stole $3 million off her kid, and then she spent it all on a jobless drug addict. Fuck Johnny Gobble. More like mama. She's got one on her upper lip. Told me she was born with it. I told her it looked like the bumps on a dirty day. Took me to a bedroom and she showed me what she was working with. How does she not smell it? Oh, little mama. Her ex-boyfriend wears a squirrel suit. Now she blames him for running off with all the loot. Not one shred of proof. Top-notch security, always on her six. Tam fam tussles all up in this bed. She's a moldy mama. Moldy mama. She's a moldy mama. Moldy mama.
Good evening or afternoon, or it's probably just afternoon for most of you. What's up? There we go. In the center so I can feel important. What's up, Blue Eyes? Give me some tweezers for the, oh, no. You wouldn't want to deface that thing. And any similarities to any people living or dead is strictly coincidental. By the way, what's up, Big Shy Redneck? Howdy. Mr. Game Changer says, happy, 250 years to America. Yes. We've been America for 250 years. And well, I mean, I'm taking credit for it. I was just born into it like everybody else. But yes, very important. I wanted to get this one in early tonight because, dude, it's been a busy ass weekend for me. And I do want some downtime to watch the fight. So that's what I'm going to do. We will get through this. If you don't know, this has nothing to do with Jesus, fuck, dude. You can tell. Ultimate Fighting Championship. This is just the show before that. So just in case anyone clicks on this by mistake, I don't want you to be confused. So just doing it before Freedom 250. With that, hey, here's BB Newbuck. What's up, BB Newbuck? Happy Sunday. Let's get hard target wasted. I've heard little, I don't even give a fuck, dude. I honestly just don't give a shit about anything. Like somebody gotten, like, it's one thing I heard. Here's how I know about it. Johnny Gobble made a short about it. All right. So a dude who shoots dope in his neck is talking about some guy getting wasted. You know, I just don't give a fuck. What's up, Mud Daddy? Howdy, sir. This Tabitha, y'all get your 250 Rusty's where I work. We ship hello lot. Okay. Tease. I got you. Thank you, Tabitha. Pre-show, not a preview. There's the PSA. Yes, it's just a pre-show. It's before the show. That's what I'm after. Who all's in there? Ain't many people in there at all. What's up, Meg? My 11-year-old son just asked me who Mama was. I guess you could probably, after history is written about everything, probably take on a whole different meaning. I'll leave that up to you to explain to your 11-year-old son. I also have an 11-year-old, so there is no doubt about who that person is. What's up, Error 404? Yeah, it does have some crazy hair growth on it. Mr. Red Eye Patriot. Howdy, sir. I will. Dude, it's been an interesting weekend. Said I had a good time, really good time. Made such a good time that I've kind of thinking about the future of what I'm doing. So there's something on my mind. I'll share it with you later if it affects you. So yeah, Big Shy. Shout out to Tamara. She was up on that panel with what's his name, Chad, not too long ago. So that was all right. Gotcha Man in the house. Appreciate you, Gotcha Man, for giving me you weren't the only one, but you were giving me the lowdown on what we're getting ready to look at here. And yeah, I've truth be known, I've made it through about half of it. So if I stopped at doing half, there's enough for me to do it. This comment right there. So yeah, if I stop at doing half of this interview, then we've made plenty of progress. So with that, hello, Blue Eyes. How are you? You might be too early for a date tonight. I don't know. See, don't either. The dude posted it himself, leaning into it. Yeah, Johnny's spreading it. Makes it fun. It makes it not fun at all. It certainly doesn't help the credibility of anything that Johnny Gobble is pointing fingers at. Yeah, well, you already know. You already know about that. Martin's Lost Meth Bag. Who's your pick to win tonight, Rusty? All right. So here's the things that I would like to see happen. I would obviously like to see Pereira win, and anytime Derek Lewis is on the card, I would love to see him win. Outside of that, Gaethje, I would like to see Gaethje win, although I do not think that it is likely. And the rest of it, I just don't give a fuck about. So there's that. There's like a 7-fight card. 3 of the fights I'm interested in. But does that help you, Martin's Lost Meth Bag? Speaking of Martin's Lost Meth Bag, if Martin ever gets off fucking meth, man, me and him can get together and do a political show. So that's all I'm waiting on to make that happen, by the way. Hello, Coon Ass. What up, everyone? What's up? Papa Crawfish in the house with the pump skins. Dropping on down. Jimmy Hell with the 2-bomb. No livers were harmed in this live from drugs. Well, you don't know. There might be somebody in the chat doing it up right. So you never do know. Appreciate the 2-bomb, sir. Thank you. I submitted Johnny's interview to what ally? Oh, AI lie detector, and it actually passed. Well, my free subscription was up after Johnny said his name was Johnny. Gotcha. Thank you. Is that even a thing? No, it can't be a fucking thing. Oh, Date is out of state on a business trip. So you were just hanging out with us tonight. Well, I'm glad we've got you all to ourselves. So thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah, PSA. There's your UFC preview. That was it. Got all of it. What is Derek Lewis's background? He has a 30-pound weight advantage or disadvantage, however you see it. I like watching Sugar Sean. Yeah, Sugar Sean, I've kind of lost it for that dude. He has the most knockouts in UFC history. He's a highly entertaining, win or lose. So anyway, fuck, why did I put that thumbnail up there? I knew this was going to happen. Vlad the Impaler in the house. What's up, man? Howdy. Said there was some fire. Put it out. What's up, Brock B USA? Can't wait for the fights. Me neither. That's why I'd like to get this out of the way and get it done. Sending your package tomorrow morning, bro. Mr. Red Eye Patriot has posts headed your way. Posting something for you. Potential. What's up, my man? Dude's one hell of a farmer right there. Always good to see you, Potential. Derek Lewis gassed out like the second round his last fight. Yeah, he's getting older, man. So he used to be dangerous. Well, he's probably as dangerous the whole time, but yeah, it wasn't good watching that. So still think should have invited Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland right now is my favorite athlete, period. I really do enjoy what Sean Strickland is talking about right now in the way that he's doing it. The dude, hey, listen, don't really care too much for him as a fighter. I could take it or leave it type shit, although he did just win the championship. But Sean Strickland, as a human being, as an entertainer, I'm digging it. So, hello, Deb. How are you doing? Drew 379. What's up, Drew? Good to see you back around. What do you see here? Oh, I want me a handed down dirt bike. Whole life is hand-me-downs, man. Whole life is hand-me-downs. So, yeah, sugar slaw. You got it. You could be doing that. It'll fuck your liver up in a hurry right there. Raymond Dunrath. Sub Rusty, glad you're live. Was up till early morning celebrating New York winning NBA championship. I saw a little clip that the Knicks had played and won. I do not follow the NBA at all. But hey, I'm glad it was a good time for you and glad you were able to celebrate it. Yeah. How is your pup, Mud Digger? How's going on? What's that? We'll wait for you to answer. Money on Lewis. It's probably a smart bet, man. It's probably a smart bet. Chicago West in the house. Howdy. Yes. This man right here has the arrowheads. It's a really cool dude, man. It's really nice stuff, man. I do appreciate the stuff he sent out to us, Red Eye. Oh, he's good but spoiled rotten. Well, then that's can't be any better than that. I don't know where that's up. What's up, Ready Randy? He's the man. I'll take it. Michelle, hello. How are you? NBA is the most rigged sports league in all of sports. I can't even speak on it. Sean is my favorite, but I wish he would quit with the don't pay attention to me because I'm a piece of shit. I don't fuck. You know, dude hits his shtick. He's got a jab and endurance, and that's in his attitude. That's pretty much what makes him. Hello, Burton's fan Jen. How are you? Hello, Lori. Always nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing well today. Treading True, Chica West, Chicago West, Bloodhound Nation 4, and there's other parts that I didn't get. Oh, let me crack open this box of wine real quick and get this shit started. Excuse me. June K. Hello, June K. How are you? Meg saying hello to Slayback. So you know it's going to be live in the chat when Slayback is here. He won't be able to read half the shit that he puts in there because he's too busy getting banned. Josh Holkett drops the Black Beast in round 1. It's a very good possibility. So good to hear, Burton's fan, Jan. Good to hear. I'm cooking, so if I miss anyone, I'm sorry. Well, I just put out the disclaimer. You're good to go. See how Rich does it? He just goes through and does like a copy paste of all the ats and sends it. See, me, when I do that, I say it individually to people to run up the owner of the channel's chat rate. So to show engagement. It's a little secret for him. Didn't sound like the tap on the box wine. I'm sorry, man. I can't make, look, they make it make those sounds. Bread turned out. All right. I'm boring the fuck out of people. We're talking about goods in here. So, all right, let's get the show on the road. Anyway, so many of you probably don't know because nobody fucking watched it by the views that it got. Johnny Gobble somehow was interviewed on his own channel last night. I don't know if I'm just missing the point of that, but it just seems a little weird to me. Like you would bring someone else onto your platform to interview you. Maybe I'm just making too much of that, but it seems a little strange to me. Fuck, I mean, it seems like some self-inflated dipshit stuff to me to have someone come and interview you on your own platform. People know you on your fucking platform, and the shit you're known for is not really interview worthy. So, let's see. Gotcha Man said he had it rough in foster care. His brother's got the new 4-wheelers and he got the hand-me-downs. Jesus Christ. Foster I was in was an old crazy drunk that would hit us. I'd take Durkee's 4-wheeler. Yeah, I think this, we'll get in ahead into that. I would love to hear about it, Michelle. I would love to hear about it, but I would never discourage you from chatting about your bread in the chat. I just don't think everybody else is going to be interested in it. So there's that. You know who else copies and pastes, right? I think he lives in Ohio. That guy. Well, Rich has got a crush on that dude if you didn't know about it. So, oh, there you go. Some of my fondest moments started with box wine. Anyway, old Fagburn. Hello, not enough. How are you? Very megalomania. Thank you. You're always coming in clutch with the terms. It's like a dinner invite, but when you get there, they say you need to cook for yourself. It's kind of strange, right? I'll come on and interview you on your channel. Yes, absolutely. Come and do that. I got to talk to you one time on panel after all these times, Christy Ant, and it was lovely and it was short, but I do remember it. And thank you for the offer. I don't think that I'm a very good interview, and I just don't have this inflated sense of self-importance that some of these fucking fucktards I have on here. It's really stupid. But anyway, that whole deal with B Rapper, who is a bit of a moron. I've said it once and I'll say it again. When I hear the B Rapper name, I think of he went on Triple T's panel and told everyone that he believed Zanime was created by the Russians to confuse Upchurch or some shit. And it started and ended right there for me. And he was dead serious. It wasn't a fucking troll. So, tread and true. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes. B Crapper, that guy. Anyway, so there's this interview. Nobody fucking watched it. Johnny has yet another iteration of his story, is what I'm trying to get to here. There's another iteration of the story that he's going to give us, and we will go and sit through it and listen to it. And I'm going to point out the obvious shit that a lot of us Johnny Gobble historians are already aware of. He's a fucking liar. So, yeah, I heard it one time. That was all it took, man. That was all it fucking took. So with that, let's get into this. I did have to, obviously, every Johnny Gobble video, I do have to do some doctoring and work on. So there's that. Sub Dino. Yeah. The hell is this? Can't believe that guy is anti-drugs and not in recovery. Yeah. He lies about everything. So do the best of it to preserve the video in its entirety, but here you go.
So the mods, do your job, and if you see anything that's unreasonable, get that out of here. We don't need nothing bad over here. We're just here for a good time. And so for a long, long time, I've been a fan of Upchurch, and I always seen you, but I never really did my research on you. And so recently I've came into this genre and I've got to interview some people and I've got to talk to some people behind the scenes, on the scenes. I did a little bit of trolling here and there, made some people a little mad, but at the beginning of this, I did come at you a little bit too. And then I was just ignorant to the situation and who you really are. And I just wanted to have an interview with you where we could get to know the real Johnny. And, we know there's been trolling Johnny. There's been Johnny Gobble, but then there's been OG Dagburn. But then there's this new guy that I've got to really get to meet. And that's Bapal right here. So I just want to say thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for the kindness you have given me. And even on where I've been right and where I've been wrong, you still stuck by my side and been there for me. So I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, anytime, man.
So,
okay, yeah, immediately he views this as an opportunity, which is kind of initially what I thought, what this was about. This kid is starting to he's going live and doing shit, basically just doing everything he can to get noticed. And he recognized, for many of the reasons that people fuck with Johnny, they think that this number that he has next to his channel subscribers is meaningful. And we've seen it multiple times. J-Rod used to think the world of this guy simply because he believed that Johnny was capable of drumming something up or doing something. B Rapper is very young and very naive. So, and the point I'm going to get to here on this is that he's clout chasing. He really thinks that he's going to get some traction in a good way. And we've seen, I've seen this particular thing right here almost derail Shaka Hustle Man. literally almost derail his entire career with doing shit like this. So do I think B Rapper has any chance of derailing a career? No, he's not going to have one. But there's that. What's up, Lori? Says some getting pissed groups growing together again without them. So you got to try to do division. Well, that's all they do on here. I mean, there's no fucking kumbaya moments on YouTube. And anyone who believes that there is, I got news for you. So what's up, Triple T? That sounds so gay. The love he has for the gobbler. Yeah, there's a theory. There's a fucking theory about it. What's up, Hard Tarjay? They think Church is buddy is going to see them. I don't think Church is seeing much anything these days. So where's the wife? Oh, gotcha, man. I remember Patty saying she done the interview on Johnny's channel too because he had a following, the wrong following, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I don't understand why these people think that that's a good idea. Judge YouTube, glad you were here. Almost got started without you. Sazoni, hello to Rusty in chat. All right. Your career starts with Johnny Gobble. It never started to begin with. Stick a fork in him. Yeah, can't disagree with that. Kid is nasal. It's like his nose is busted a time or three. I don't know. Maybe he'll grow into it. You never know.
So you growing up, that song is about you growing up and you were in foster homes. Am I correct?
Yeah. I was my whole childhood. I was in foster care. Several different homes.
So before you get into that, how come that happened? Or like, what happened to your parents? Would you be okay to talk about that?
Yeah, I don't care to talk about it. It's all.
All right. We've discussed the parents. I think the last live stream I did, and had some involvement of the parents. So let's see what this story looks like this time around.
Sorry, out here. My father molested all of my siblings and me. So we was placed into foster care because of my biological father.
Mm-hmm. And
so,
then what about your mother?
Okay. So anyway, if you guys are remember, I know Jackrabbit Slim does. The very initial time he tried to tell this story was that his sister was allegedly molested by his father. And then he said he was too young to remember any of it. He's not really sure what happened. Almost as if the story had been told to him after the fact. It was done on Instagram a long time ago. I still have the clip. Didn't have time to add it into this, but people have seen it. I've showed it. I've gone over it. You know, now he has a direct memory of it. He'll get ready and tell you what, there's a big difference in this version right here.
My mother passed away here just a couple of years ago. She wasn't much of a good mother growing up. She was more worried about a man than she was us children. She could have got us back many a time. She could have got us back. All she had to do is get a home, and that was big enough for us kids. I remember this, going to visitations and them telling her, "Hey, you can get your children back. All you got to do is get a home for them to live in." And she just never did work toward it. Like the last couple of years of my mother being alive, we built a good relationship. I forgave her, and we got past all that bullshit in the past, and we both started going to church, and she found God. She was an evil woman.
Oh, fuck. Oh, anyway, so I think that's very important, right? That point right there is that we get a little insight to where Johnny got his parenting instincts from. He just got through telling you that his mother could have gotten the kids back if she would have just gotten a home big enough for all of them to live in. Now, think about this. Less than a year ago, Johnny he's never gotten a home on his own or actually contributed to it, but his wife actually just got their first home less than a year ago. Like before that, it was all Section 8 vouchers, handouts. living off of the backs of every single person else. So we kind of get an idea where that came from. And I find it rather profound that his mother was an evil person. Really interesting to me that now he describes her as an evil person, but they went to fucking church together. And I'm sorry not to, but it just was crazy to me. They went to church together and they developed a good relationship. He contradicts that later. What's he say? Bro, Daggy leads with my father diddled me and on Malibu's most studs. What about your mom? What's she like? Yeah, he didn't articulate at all on that. He just kind of skimmed right over it. I'm getting the idea that B Rapper may just be trolling him a little bit, or he's just that clueless about this whole thing. So,
longest time, but after she found Jesus, she changed a whole lot, and I found out who my mother really was at that point in my life. But it sucked. It was later on in life though that I got to build a relationship with her like I had.
So what you're saying is that after your mom got too old to be a hoe, she settled down out of necessity, and you two found some common ground and started getting along. Those are your words. Basically, the way I'm interpreting them is that she was more worried about a man and couldn't keep you guys in home and all that shit. She was an evil woman, but as she got older, she's too old to go out hoeing, so she made some time for you. I'm glad you got to have that with her, Johnny. You got to find out who she really was later in life.
How old were you when you went into the foster homes?
I was just 4 years old.
You were 4 years old when that had happened, and you had got taken away from your father and your mother. Were they still together when that happened, when you got taken away, and your sister?
Yeah, they were still together, yeah.
Okay, so and then you went, how long, when going, I'm not really too sure how foster care works. So did you just go to a home that had a bunch of kids at it, or?
Wait a minute. He said he was what, 4 years old, right? I don't want to roll this back too far, but I do.
It sucked. It was later on in life though that I got to build a relationship with her like I had.
So how old were you when you went into the foster homes?
I was just 4 years old.
You were 4 years old when that had happened, and
all right. So keep that in mind, because it's a stark difference between what he described in that Instagram live, saying that he was too young to really remember anything, and being 4 years old, right around your earliest childhood memories are going to be right around 3. The things that you can remember. That kind of told me that a lot of this stuff was just spoon fed to him later on. Maybe somebody was making an excuse for some shit. So, what's up, Game Changer? He said finally his mom was turned from a hole to a house mom. Jesus Christ. Steel trap memory, guys. Yeah, it all came back to him.
You had got taken away from your father and your mother. Were they still together when that happened, when you got taken away, and your sister?
They were still together, yeah.
Okay, so and then you went, how long, when going, I'm not really too sure how foster care works. So did you just go to a home that had a bunch of kids at it, or did they take you to a police station and then you had to go, how did that work when you got taken from your home, and then where did you go? What did that look like?
I remember that. I remember the day vividly, the day I was taken out of the home, because I remember looking out the back window, watching my mother in the front yard and us going farther away, looking out the back window, watching my mother as we was driving off. It was a crazy moment. I still remember it to this day. It's trauma from that situation, but
so it's almost movie like, right? You were there was a situation where your mom she wasn't out hoeing. She was home. And, because your dad allegedly did some shit, which there's no proof of, by the way, to this day. I just showed you the clip last time I was on her, probably earlier this week, where his father said, no, none of that stuff never happened. It was an allegation. They had to let me go. But you described this almost movie-like scene where you were looking out the back window. They were getting smaller, meaning the whole distance being farther away. It's very, very cinematic the way you describe it, Johnny. I'm calling 100% bullshit. I'm thinking that that's not how shit work. You're just, they just throw you in the back seat and all that stuff, and then they just drive off, and she's out in the front yard. Ray, look, dude, I get what you're trying to do here. Get what you're trying to do. You're trying to get some people who are of suboptimal intelligence to jump on this bandwagon and feel sorry for your stupid ass. I'm going to make sure that, if there's any chance of saving them, I will. Exactly, Nana. Exactly. What's up, Nana? Didn't say you had photographic evidence and the pornographic finger. Fuck. Chat's checking in. Yeah, I just played that last week, my man. Just dug that back out.
So yeah, I was placed into several different foster homes. It wasn't just where a bunch of kids was. It was like one foster home. I went to this old couple's home. There was foster parents. I went to their home for just a little bit of time, and then was sent to a different foster home. I went through several and nasty environments. It was crazy.
Did you ever have like a home where it was like you finally had some stability and you had people that were there for you, and you like when you came home? I don't know. Were you in school at the time, or did you?
Yeah. I was in school. So I thought the family that adopted me was going to be those people, but I come to find out they was just more worried about the money that they was receiving. Like my brother, my adopted brother, got to do more things than I got to. He got Nike shoes. He got anything he wanted. And I was the one that didn't get those type of things. He got brand new 4-wheelers, got brand new dirt bikes. I always got the hand-me-down shit from him.
Damn. So your adopted brother, I'm assuming he doesn't really put any context in this, right? So it wouldn't be his blood brother that he mentions further on down the road in this thing, but his adopted brother got Nike shoes and brand new 4-wheelers. And he just said it, hand me down 4-wheelers. I like it. Hey, well, I mean, kindergarten, probably something like that. It's pretty preschool. I'm thinking kindergarten's what, 5, 6? Yeah. Preschool, probably. No, not at all. But anyway, he was somehow saddled with a used hand-me-down 4-wheeler when the adopted brother got the new shit, which, I mean, I don't know. If you don't know, then you don't. Yeah. There you go. Like 4-wheelers are not the luxury that every child grows up with. So, I mean, it's a little fucking weird there, but let him go on with this.
What about like with the schoolwork, where they're like, when you had to bring your homework home and like just on a daily basis, were you guys like learning together? Were they learning with you and were like there to help you, or?
No, I never got that. Like, it was, I lived in a strict home. We was made to do our work. We had to do our work. We done it on our own. We didn't have no help doing it. So, we had to do our chores. We had chores we had to do every single day. We didn't get them chores done. We didn't get to go out and outside and play. We was stuck at the damn table all evening until we went to bed, until it's time to go to bed.
Holy shit. You mean to tell me that an adoptive family thought enough of you to give you a structured set of things to do, like chores? And if you didn't do them, there were consequences for your actions? And you're somehow trying to paint this as fucking abuse? You mean there's like consequences in the world for you not doing the things that you're supposed to do? Okay, I'm gonna let you roll with this one. That's interesting.
We had to sit at the kitchen table. If we got in trouble, that's where we had to sit at all day long. I mean, it was a crazy situation. In the foster home I was living in, that I was finally adopted by these folks. I went through some shit being in foster care too. Like, my adoptive father, he was a drunk. He always stayed in his bedroom. I didn't have no type of father figure in my life. He stayed in his bedroom all the time, or he was going to work and coming home and going to the bedroom.
So you mean to tell me this dude fucking went to work every day and then went to bed You make it sound like he's just hiding in the bedroom like there's a fucking amusement park or something in there. Dude worked his ass off, come home and go to bed, or had a few drinks and went to bed so he can get up and guess what? Go to work the next day, Johnny. You really feel left out that this guy didn't take some fucking time with you? And I mean, he did give you a fucking hand-me-down four-wheeler that you didn't seem to fucking appreciate. So, you know, I mean, I'm not really sure what you expect from the man.
It was never show me how to fish, no, show me how to do this, play football. I never got none of that. I learned through friends and stuff how to play sports and stuff like that I gotten into.
Well,
yeah. Do you think your dad's supposed to go out there and teach you fucking how to tackle somebody, you fucking dipshit? That's where you sign up on the fucking team and you give a hit, you take a hit, you learn how to do it that way. We gonna be out there fucking, you know, doing drills with your fucking parents in the front yard. Come on, man. This shit. I mean, I can't believe like this normal shit that a kid would figure out on their own just through growing up, like participating in sports, you know, the camaraderie and the character that shit is supposed to build. Oh, poor Johnny. Nobody took him by the fucking hand and showed him how to play football, y'all. What in the absolute fuck is this shit?
were you still allowed to like go around town and hang out with your friends and stuff? Did you have like a group of friends that you were like hanging out with back at then, or?
Bro, I had to sneak out to hang out with friends. Like if I wanted to go hang out at night, like we had to be in before dark.
Yeah.
So that's the type of lifestyle I got to live.
You had to be in before dark and you had to sneak out. If you wanted to hang out at night with your friends, the structured parenting environment that was provided to you by this foster family to keep your stupid ass off drugs and out of trouble, like they would normally like not want you out wandering the fucking streets at night, underage. That's just good parenting, right? You had to sneak out. Like this shit is fucking wild, man.
Really got to be a kid, man. I really didn't. I snuck out a couple times, got caught, and I got sent to a boys' home for the last 2 years of my childhood into my adulthood.
So you snuck out and got caught in the family who tried to provide structure for you and used four-wheelers. They got tired of dealing with your ass and sent you off to a boys' home. But keep in mind, under the way you interpreted it was, they were just doing all this stuff for you for the money. So at some point in time, they just decided to forego the money because your dumbass was sneaking out every night, and to the point where they couldn't deal with you anymore, because what else are you going to do? They know that it's a liability to have custody of you and have you doing shit at night because you're going to get in trouble. So what did they do? They're like, hey, listen, we've tried to give this kid everything we could to give him a good home and show him what all the things he needs to become a productive fucking adult. The structure and the groundwork that it takes to do that by teaching discipline and consequences and shit like that. He doesn't listen. He sneaks out. So there's nothing else we can do with him. By the way, we don't need the money anymore. By your own admission, Johnny, they couldn't do anything with you because of what we see of you today. We see what you are today. You're a fucktard. To this day, you're a 40-year-old man-child who does not deal well with consequences or structure. Imagine that. And you're somehow trying to paint this as some kind of a victim story? That they sent you off to a boys' home because they ran out of options personally trying to show you love and structure and what a family is supposed to be like? Oh boy, cry me a motherfucking river. I seem to remember someone telling us Johnny was always holed up in his bedroom. What kind of kid said that? Jacob. Yeah. Well, he was in there shooting dope in his fucking neck. Exactly. What a fucking loser, man. Oh yeah. Hey, look, listen, the father figure and the role models that I had in my life, these were men that fucking grew their own vegetables, chewed fucking Red Man and spit it into a Dixie cup that had a paper towel stuffed into the bottom of it. Okay. And when I was a very, very young man, I was learning to work on small engines. I was learning to do gardening work. And I'm not talking about fucking like planting little bullshit here, like tilling big ass fucking gardens, doing real labor, learning how to do things, learning how to fix things, learning how to work on lawnmowers, shit like that was the things that I was, privy to learn. And guess what? It carried me through life. It might have sucked at the time, but hey, I learned a lot of shit from those days that built me as to who I am today. So, I laugh at listening to this fucking shit. And if I was to do something fucking like goofy, if I was to ever I'm going to tell you one time, I thought I was slick and I was going to try my dad one time who had a boxing background. And he had hit me so fucking fast in the face. Okay. And I was probably 15 years old. I did not even see it coming. Okay. And he was letting me know that he would have probably been right around 50 at that point. He was letting me know that he still had it and I didn't have a fucking chance. Do I think that I was ever fucking abused or anything? Or was I just sent a timely message? It's a timely message. So when I hear these fucking man babies get on here and cry about shit and talk about how fucking abused they were and how tough their life was, it just makes me fucking laugh, dude. This shit is hilarious to me. Oh my God.
I stayed there for like 2 years and it's called the Ramey E-Step Home is what it's called. It's in Ashland, Kentucky. It's a boys' home where they treat you like you're in the army, bro. You're busting rock with a 20-pound sledgehammer just to be doing it. You know what I mean?
Bed's made right when you get up.
Bed made when you get up. You go to school in the morning, then you go out to work until it's dark. They work you like slaves, man. Yeah. And I got sent there because I snuck out of the home.
Oh no.
Was that your first time like getting in any trouble, like to where like with the like?
I mean, I was in trouble all the time. Like I was always getting in fights or something like that. I was a troubled kid, man. And they got paid a lot of money for me living with them. I was separated from my siblings, so I got to grow up without my siblings around. I was away from so long in foster care that I didn't even remember them. That's how long they was kept away from me. I didn't get to.
So right then and there, right, that goes back to this whole memory recall at 4 years old. He remembers very vividly this cinematic fucking scene that he paints for us. He was just stuffed into the back of a car and looking at his mom, and she was just getting smaller as they drove away. And but he can't remember who his brothers and sisters were. That's fucking wild. Fostering a kid doesn't cover even used four-wheelers, especially after buying food. What a moron. He'll never accept the fact that he is not as much of a victim as he thinks. And I'm kind of glad you bring that point up because it jogged my memory to a previous version of this bullshit story that he told. These same people who just fucking had to send him off to that home actually paid to get his teeth fixed at a young age because his teeth were fucked up. So they went through and as a parent, if you know how much dental work is, even with insurance, dude, listen, somebody fucking loved you, Johnny. Somebody fucking cared about you because they made sure that shit was taken care of. That is not cheap to do. Even if you got a good job with insurance, that shit is not cheap. So, he tells that shit like today, like he was just so fucking not cared for. I mean, I'm honestly just burned the fuck out on this dude and his victim status, man. They're really like, you listen to this shit and just to hear this motherfucker make excuses about why he is the way he is. It's ridiculous to me. AG class, welding class, wood shop. Them teachers in my high school days, shut them out. Yeah. Like, dude, when I was in fucking middle school, they would hit you with a fucking board called a paddle. And it was legal. Like the state, it was legal to hit kids with fucking wood. I was growing up and coming up in school, man. It's fucking wild. And this dude's over here like he got a used four-wheeler. and then get the Nikes he wanted. Oh my God. It's fucking goofy, man. Go back to this.
See, I ended up meeting my brother actually in this boys' home. He got sent to the same boys' home, but he was in a different group than I was. And but I finally got to meet him after years and years and years, and we kept a relationship after that, though.
He did. Basically, yeah, because they give him fucking manual labor to do. Because these are the hard case kids that end up in boys' homes, right? And what else are you going to do? You need to work them to get their minds off of fucking acting like this dipshit. So, yeah. And I mean, normally they try to teach you some skills when you're in these places. But as you can see, this motherfucker didn't take any of it. They get litter boxes and taught how meth was made by 6th grade. Dads and moms are more important now than ever. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, foster care doesn't work the way he describes it. No, well, Johnny's foster care, yeah. My dad spanked me barehanded when I was a bit older. The situation called for immediate action and a belt wasn't in reach. He hurt his hand and I laughed at him. That was a big mistake. I don't know. I think I tested my dad at a young age and he put an ass whooping on me, dude. I think I ended up with a chipped tooth. And I earned every fucking bit of it. I earned every bit of it because, again, I needed some fucking consequences in my life. And, you know, thinking back on it at the time, I was like, oh, you know, maybe that was a little too much. But no, thinking about it right now, no, I was pushing the fucking limits and I needed somebody to straighten me out. And he straightened me the fuck out. So there's that.
Happy of that, but
that's cool. That he's your blood brother.
My blood brother.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's crazy that how that turned out. Were you
Yeah, man.
moving when you were moving these foster homes? Were you like moving counties or like were you still in the same little city?
Yeah, it was different counties. They would send me.
T-Dam with the two bombs. Sorry. I'd like to know why he was separated with his siblings. Well, you're never going to get the truth because he's too busy muddying the story up. I would probably, here's what I would think is that, you know, there may have been too many of them. Who knows? Or maybe he was just such a hard case is that they probably tried to put him with them and then, you know, it didn't work out. So then, you know, it just, there's really no telling. The variables are there. You could try to ask him that question, but as we bust him in lie after lie after lie, I don't think you'll ever know the true story. Yep, the fish is tried, but what do you do with a kid that steals the same $2 every day? Exactly.
There in the surrounding counties, it's like a like a tri-state area or whatever they would send you to. It could be in Johnson, Louisa, Floyd County, or McGoffin County. It's like 5 different counties. I went to several. I went to all of them.
Did you graduate?
Yeah, I graduated high school. Yeah.
Did you play any sports in high school?
Yeah, I played football.
Or throughout school, like in your younger ages?
I wished I would have played baseball more in high school, but I played football mostly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Were you in any like band or choir or anything like that?
I tried band. I didn't like it too well.
No,
it was just too boring for me, I guess.
It's very.
I got ADHD. Yeah, I guess stuff that's like stuff like that's boring to me. It kind of, I don't know.
Very like jazz oriented.
Look, motherfucker, here's the truth of it, right? This ADHD shit is nonsense. Learning music, learning an instrument takes discipline and it takes time. 2 things that you don't have. This is why, much like we see through the AI shit that you put out nowadays and you claim to write, you put 0 fucking effort into it. Just like everything else, you want a free ride with everything else. Learning to play an instrument takes skill, time, patience, all those things. Shit that you're not ever willing to put in effort to get anything out. And we see that with you, and it shows in the fruits of your life. You've never worked for one fucking thing in your entire life. You got out of the band shit. You got out of the music stuff. Not, not because, it was boring to you. It's because it was too hard. It required too much effort on your part.
Oriented nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting your trumpet, you're getting your trombone, you're getting your clarinet, your baritone, your flutes, and it's just like it's very like in marching band style type of football style.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, school was awesome. I liked school.
Congratulations for graduating, because there's a lot of people that hate on you, and they probably didn't even graduate. Most of them didn't even graduate. There's some freaking haters. So congratulations, brother. That's a big old flex on them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd say a lot of them ain't graduated. That's probably.
We won't go any more into that. So after high school,
what's up, Tiny?
Is there anything you were like? What happened after high school? What were you doing? You get a job, or were you working in high school? What was your first job?
Yeah. My first job was I was doing fiber optic cable. I spliced. I was just getting ready to start learning how to splice cable.
I was just getting ready to learn how to splice cable. Okay. Well, hey, thanks for straightening that one out. I was going to ask you, was there a man in your life that taught you how to do that, or what? So,
but I was married to this girl, and she ended up showing up to my job, and I was causing a bunch of problems at the job, and I ended up losing my job. I was getting paid very well. She didn't like it. She had to mess that up, bro. She had to mess it up. She's messed up a couple of jobs for me, bro. It's crazy that a woman can be that vindictive, but I've had to deal with shit like that with my ex.
It just happened.
Okay. So let's besides the fact that everyone watching here is going to know that that's complete bullshit, I do appreciate what what B Rapper does coming up here. Excuse me. Now, I don't, for the life of me, I don't know how your significant other can cost you a job. I guess she could probably get herself arrested at the job, and you could get rid of her. Either way, there's ways around this. It's a very, very bullshit, loose explanation. But we know that Britt is a very nice lady, and she didn't do anything bad to her son Cam, who she had to raise on her own, because this dude, no one taught him how to be a dad. So sorry, Cam, but no one taught him. So you had to do what you had to do. You're on your own. But I like what he does coming up here. Let's check it out.
Yeah, for sure. You got them women. They can't let go of you, bro.
But sometimes it could be the dude too. It's not just women oriented. It's just sometimes people flip switches them, and if they're like very stuck on having you, but you can't just have somebody if they don't want you. Like
right. What up, Ashley?
So, man. So, what kind of music did you like around when you were growing up? What were you listening to?
Country music mostly. That's all we listened to, because we couldn't watch no vulgar movies. We couldn't watch no rated R movies. We couldn't do none of that. Well, I grew up in a home where they didn't even have to celebrate Christmas, bro. I didn't get no Christmas gifts. I get to see everybody else get the Christmas gifts. Dagburn didn't get no Christmas gifts.
Oh, well, don't worry about it, Nana. Never, ever worry about that, and never feel the need to explain it. So, anyway, Dagburn lived in a fucking home where they didn't celebrate Christmas, but somehow they were able to get four-wheelers. I'm assuming they were Jehovah's Witnesses or something. No, they weren't. I mean, just listen to this fucking far-fetched, far-out bullshit, and listen to the way he's burying this family. Speaking of which, the father of this family, who worked his ass off, just passed away recently. This was the funeral that he was not allowed to go to. Okay. That happened there in Paintsville. He was uninvited from this funeral. The other people that were in that home and who remember him, these people washed their hands of this dude because he was a fucking scumbag. Johnny was not welcome there. And you can see now that his story is evolving. He's got some venom over that. And now he's going to sit there when this guy's no longer around to defend himself. Can no longer, refute the things that are being said about him. Johnny's going to sit there and pretend like he was this big fucking victim and all this shit. And I mean, if you were to look at this entire interview on the outside, you would think that this is some kind of a fucking poor attempt at comedy. How unbelievably wild this shit is that this guy thinks that he was somehow abused. Those people cared for him and tried to give him a good life. And now listen to the way he fucking talks about him. It's really disgusting, man.
None of that shit.
As a kid, you do want gifts, but and it's different in your situation, but just to like make it known, Christmas isn't about gifts. It's about the joy, you know?
Right,
It's
right.
more
Yeah,
about the
true,
Christmas
true.
spirit.
Yeah, true.
And that's
for
one
sure.
thing I learned growing up is you can't expect Christmas to be about the gifts. Like think about like the time and the day and just everybody coming together and the family love, bro. It's just so good to go to my family Christmases and see all my family, and that's
Yeah,
what I
man,
love
for
about
sure.
Christmas.
That's the greatest part about it, because family don't get together like they used to.
But
They sure don't. And
on holidays, my family, that's kind of like how our go-to. We get like a holiday thing, you know, because the world's so crazy and you working so hard and effortlessly. So what'd you do after what was your second job? What'd you do after, or actually what were you driving around your high school?
What was your second job? He ain't got there yet, bud. He ain't got there yet. And yeah, he knows somewhat about this. I think this is a bit of a soft troll here. Hello, everybody. This guy's so full of shit. Ramey Home is full of trade school opportunities for them in many fields, unless you're a lazy fucker. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. You must be local, somewhat local then. Yeah. Many of these schools, in order, the boys' homes and shit like that, they have to have trade programs for state funding. It is just the way it works. They try to teach you skills and trades because you're falling outside of the bell curve of learning. And they will give you other forms of structure to try to make you somewhat fucking useful in society. He rejected all of it, but thank you for that comment.
Days. What were you driving around when
oh
you
man,
got
I
your
was driving like a 77 Impala, bro. It was a boat, 4-door. Crazy, bro. It was a big old fucking son. It was a big old son of a bitch. But yeah, and then my second vehicle, I ended up getting it was an 86 Toyota four-wheel drive. That was my favorite. That was probably my favorite vehicle. I wished I had that thing now today, but it had a brand new paint job on it, brand new rims. They ended up taking it from me. My foster parent family did when I turned 18 years old. We just had a big old falling out.
So wait a minute. You had a 77 Impala 4-door. So horrible, just this big boat. Cars were just bigger then. Then this little Toyota 4-wheel drive truck, they end up taking it from you. Now, I'm going to have to go and assume something here because you didn't put any context into this. Did they also provide this truck for you, Johnny? Was there maybe some expectation of you to be a productive young man in order to have this truck that they end up taking away from you because of this falling out? I would assume that that's the most likely scenario, but you didn't put it that way. I wonder why.
Like, they kicked me out as soon as I turned 18. They wanted a settlement that I was getting. I was in a car accident with my adoptive father. I was in an accident with him and I didn't even know it, but I had like $15,000 sitting in the bank waiting on me when I turned 18. I didn't even know.
Yeah, thank you for bringing me back to that, Big Shy. Can't believe the foster home wouldn't let us watch vulgar movies, and especially with sexual assault victims. Yeah, no shit, right? There's a reason why movies have R ratings on them, and for, like, I think it's like 17. You have to be 17 years old to watch many of them. There's a reason why those ratings exist, Johnny, but you wasn't allowed to do none of that or run the streets at night, right?
I was getting it. And because I didn't give them none of it, they disowned me over it. I ended up giving them a little bit of the money, but I just found out that my girl that I was with is pregnant. I needed something to drive that for her, and something that was reliable for her, for the baby, and had to buy stuff for a new baby coming.
Okay, we're going to get lost on this. I want to roll this back. I'm going to roll it back about a minute, because I believe there's something here. I don't want to get lost on this thing with the truck.
I did when I turned 18 years old. We just had a big old falling out. Like, They kicked me out as soon as I turned 18. They wanted a settlement that I was getting. I was in a car accident with my adoptive father. I was in an accident with him, and I didn't even know it. But I had like $15,000 sitting in the bank waiting on me when I turned 18. I didn't even know I was getting it, and because I didn't give them none of it, they disowned me over it. I ended up giving them a little bit of the money, but I just found out that my girl that I was with is pregnant.
Okay. So now I think we're getting a better picture here. If the money was yours and somehow this truck that they had possession of, the truck came from somewhere, Johnny. So were you supposed to pay them the money back for the truck that they got you with the settlement money and you tried to fuck them over? Is that what happened here? Because again, like B Rapper's not the best, interviewer here. He's not asking any real hard hitting questions or saying, hey man, this shit doesn't much make sense. Where did this truck come from? How could they take your truck away? Why would they do that? I'm thinking that there was probably an arrangement there and you didn't do it. So now you start to make some excuses. I just found out that the girl I was with was pregnant. And so you're making all kinds of excuses. I guarantee, well, it's hard to guarantee, but I put my money on in a betting world that there was an arrangement for him to pay this money back for this truck and he didn't do it. Therefore, they took the truck and said, fuck you.
I needed something to drive that for her and something that was reliable for her, for the baby, and had to buy stuff for a new baby coming. So
We
yeah.
lost you for a second.
You lost me? No, that was you.
Was it me? Is that Michigan connection from Michigan to Kentucky?
Yeah. Yeah, it's musician. So yeah. Life's been crazy for me, bro. I ended up getting on after that. I ended up getting on drugs real bad. 15 years of my life I can't even remember. It's like a blur, for real.
That girl you were with in high school that you said you were married to, or not in high school, but you said you were married to her when you were like 18?
Yeah.
How long were you with her?
Couple years.
Did you have
couple
kids?
years?
You have kids with her?
Yeah, my son was with her.
All right. Before he drags us down to whatever the fuck this is. Hello, Kay. How are you? So interestingly enough, that you would think that that his ex, right, who is a Brit, made him lose his job, that once those two were separated, like he has no excuse for the 18 years of unemployment post Brit, but yet she was the reason why he lost the good job where he was almost going to start splicing fiber optic cable 18 years ago. But he has no excuse now for the 18 years of unemployment that he had after that. So there's some big holes in this story, B Rapper. This is where you should have said, so, okay, man. So now that you got her out of the way, what kind of jobs did you have after that?
I've got 2 blood kids, and then I have a kid now with my new wife. My wife.
He's got 2 blood kids. Now he's got a kid with his new wife. Yeah, we've been hearing that for a while, man. We've been hearing that for a while. Anybody under? Yeah, T-Dam. What the hell's going on with that? Who's the new kid? This dude run off and have a baby we don't know about? Yeah, he had 2 cars as a teen. This fucking dude. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't have the shit if they took it. Exactly. That's really my point. If he had an Impala and a Toyota truck, poor bastard. Yeah. I mean, dude, some of these kids really grew up on balls and knuckles, dude. Had to fucking scrape and go work jobs to get their own shit. I mean, imagine how bad you had it. This man's poor wife's, for fuck's sake. All I can think is every time the topic of conversation. No shit. How do you have the Impala and the Toyota truck when the foster family kicked you out with the boys' home? That's a good point. I don't know if he made it back to the adopted family or if the boys' home was his adopted family. It's a good catch there. Gotcha, man. There's a few things that aren't lining up here. And I think you know, this thing's jumping all over the place, so it is hard to keep up with. What's up, Jeffrey? Yeah, his whole life is a whole life of settlements. That's everything this dude does. I don't get it, Brock. You're right. That's the one fucking part, and you're going to have a hard time getting it through my thick skull that trucks just come out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm never going to get that, man. How do you have an Impala and a Toyota truck that the Boston family took? Anyway, whenever they were sent to the boys' home. Yeah, you make a good point, man. Foster. All right, thank you. Try to catch up on some comments here. America First Country. On down. Kentucky Sweetness. Settlements, how he's went through life. So they put your settlement money in the bank for you instead of them spending it on themselves. Yeah, strange, man. It's like these people almost try to do the right thing for him. Yeah, he's full of fucking shit all day long. So after 26 years in high school. What's up, Infernodia? Yeah.
So she's got 2 kids of her own. So yeah, it's
Seems like you and your new wife are very happy together, and that made me happy to see that, because like getting into now, we can go back to you were talking about how you started getting into drugs a little.
He's been on drugs with the bitch for 17 fucking years. She ain't his new wife. And he's pretty much used her all the way up if you ain't been paying attention. So she may have developed a shelf life herself. What's up, Motivated? He lists off the normal things that you have to do as a father, then acts like it's a major achievement. It's what we all had to do. Yeah, exactly, Motivated. This poor bastard. So the new baby wasn't as important as the drugs. Apparently not. None of them have been. Reliable and Turkey Boy don't belong in the same sentence. Exactly. Yeah, you left your son. You damn straight he did. Dude's a piece of shit.
A little bit.
Yeah, man, it's that was a crazy. That's like I said, that's a big blur in my life because I was going wild at that time, in and out of jail, for crazy shit.
Infernodia, exactly. He's blamed Ryan Upchurch. He blamed Goose at one time for costing him to lose his job at the fucking trash truck joint with the mayor. He blamed Britt. People calling jobs. What else? And this is all shit he does, by the way. I do notice he never has once ever blamed himself for any of the shit that's happened to him. There's that.
I do some of the crazy shit, man. I was a thief. I was everything.
Were you drinking?
No, I never did like to drink, bro. I never was into any of that. I was into, if I was going to do something, I was going full force with it. So I was doing oxys. I was doing.
Was it? What got you into that? Was it you? Because that's something, for me, I would never do something like that, and I do like how you seen I came on to you and you seen how I did. I frown down on people that.
Bad choice of words, B rapper. Bad choice of words. What's up, G3 Mini? Was he in a boys' home or was he adopted? Both, apparently, and the timeline of when it had happened is interchangeable, as Gotchman's pointed out. No. What's up, Nada? Oh, sometimes that happens.
I do stuff like that just because I feel like it should not be promoted. That's like the worst thing you could ever do to yourself. That is like bottom feeder thing to do, and nobody in the world should do that. And it should just we should find a way that everybody that has connections to sell that stuff needs to be brought down to the ground, son. We need to clean the streets.
Yeah, so bro, when I was in that wreck with my adopted father, the doctor that they was seeing was prescribing me pain pills and nerve pills at 16 years old. So, but they was wanting them. It was my adopted mother was wanting them because she was feeding her mother with pain pills, and she had to have them, and the neighbors or whatever, they had to have them.
But it's really just
okay. So B Rapper is going to get on his fucking thing here and lose sight of this point, which is easy to do in this. But how very interesting that Johnny was being prescribed pain pills and nerve pills at 16 to treat things for a car accident. But he goes on to tell you that the pills were being distributed to the neighbors, to the mom, to anyone else but him. And then I'm going to have this whole big question. Well, if you were just dealing with the pain without the pills, how the fuck did you get addicted to them? Interesting. What's up, BDU? That was a weird thing to hear when I came into the stream. That'll happen sometimes here. He was redopted by the boys' home multiple times. Yes. What's up, Seeper? Seen you pop in, my man. Yeah, pills and meth can't always be the excuse for failure, Johnny. No.
Yeah.
I was talking more about like, the crack and the meth, and the fentanyl.
That was later. That was later on in life.
So
that
you were
was
just
later.
just doing pills then? That's what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
I was just doing opiates at that time. For the longest time, that's all I'd done was opiates. I never started doing like meth, or I only done meth for a couple of years.
Yeah, and I don't know what you did, when I see anybody, whether it's anything that like dissolves your teeth, that's when I'm just like, you're the type of person I would drive down the road and I'd throw coins at.
Yeah, bro. I'm surprised I ain't lost my teeth, man. These are my real teeth.
But
And yes, those are his real teeth, by the way. I could not figure out how he had I can't figure out how in the fuck does that part of your shit rot out? Like where they look like fig Newtons. That's wild to me, man. I don't know. I'm not a dentist. But yeah. B Rapper's a crash test dummy for Crack Squad. He crashed on T's Live throwing water at his computer. Yeah, not pretty smart. Yeah, probably crawfish. He's like, it was only a couple years. It was just a short stint, Yet he'll start telling you here about some other shit related to meth. Oh, I knew Rusty was going to stop there. I had to, Seeper. You know how long I've been holding on to this little piece of this gem here, these fucking fig Newton teeth, looking for a place to use it. Yeah, you needed it, man. Old needle and the spoon looking ass. Johnny had a needle and was ready as soon as he got off his live. Yeah, he said it was interesting that I did pick up on. He told B Rapper he didn't have a lot of time today to do this. And I'm like, well, what the fuck's this dude got to do? Like he literally has nothing else to do but this. So
I can't believe I ain't lost mine, but
that's just crap you don't need in your life, bro. And your life can just has, from what I've seen, you have just got you thickened up, you have seemed like a more positive person. You've been able to deal with the hate way better because you get a lot of hate. A lot of people bring a lot of hate to you and you deal with it very well.
Yeah, man, that's because I went through it long enough. But the drugs, man, I don't know what I was going to say with that. I was going to say something. I lose my train of thought all the time. Go ahead,
I told you, I have a whole book of questions here too, but that I want to ask you, and we might not even get into all of them. And I do want to do another because I don't know. You said you don't have like too much time today. We're only 20 minutes in right now, but
yeah,
I'll ask you one of these though. Some of them are hard though because I was watching videos writing them down. I'm not no professional, but actually, yeah.
Just ask me anything. Ask me anything, bro. It don't matter.
Are you a Christian?
Yes.
Do you go to church?
I don't go to church. I believe that a person don't have to go to church. You can have church right in your home.
You can.
All right. So if you guys remember, as soon as they moved to the town that he's in now, Prestonburg, he went to the church and stuck a camera in everybody's fucking face filming videos. Anybody recall that? Where he was walking around the church filming people at church. I guess that didn't go over too fucking well. So, because he hasn't been back to the church since that happened. Remember when he put on Ryan Upchurch's fucking pants and went to the church and took videos of all the people at church? Now he don't go to church no more. He doesn't go to church. He believes you can have church in your home. So that kind of tells you what happened there. Yeah, he's home churched, and I do believe you are correct.
Have gotten.
I'm very spiritual. I'm very spiritual because that's where I've had to lean on the Lord and lean on God in my life, because that's what saved me, bro. And a lot of people don't like talking about God and all that, because I don't know. There's a lot of demons in this world, bro. A lot of demons in this world, and I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. You know, like that song right there. I've seen the demon in my mother's eyes, bro. In my own mother's eyes, I've seen the demon, bro. I've had to face the demon, you know, face to face, and so I understand. You know, it's crazy, man. I believe in the Lord, and there's spirits. There's spirits in the world. There's bad spirits. There's good spirits. I believe in all that.
What originally led you to going from doing just opioids to like, okay, I'm gonna go and is it the people you're hanging around to doing, I don't know if you said it was meth or whatever you went to doing that harder shit? Because you were teeny tiny skinny, like I'm a skinny guy, but God made me a skinny guy. I can eat as much as I can. But
I just got off of stuff when those videos started being made.
Okay.
He just didn't even answer the fucking question. And B Rapper is kind of a dipshit for asking it. So generally, what happens to people on opioids when they can't get opioids? What do they move on to? Well, they can't get it in pill form anymore, so they moved on to the street version of it. That's how people move that way. But Johnny wasn't. I don't think he's going to answer that question. Is he just going to skate right over?
Just had gotten off of stuff by then. Mm-hmm. I've been clean for 6 years. That was 5 years ago when those videos started coming out. I'm pretty sure it was 5 years ago.
And a lot of people just recirculate them, and they talk like they'll bring you on. They'll talk about you on their channels, and then they'll just bring up this video, and then their community goes back to hating you again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a bipolar effect of like love, hate, love, hate, love, hate, love, hate. And that's why I really wanted to do this interview, because you've changed so much, and the amount of fucking ways these people drag your name through the mud is ridiculous. When you're just dad now. Like I said, I think we should rebrand your name to Papaw.
Whoa. All right, B Rapper. What the fuck, man? Let's get this straight, man. You're putting out false shit right now. No one ever stopped fucking thinking of Johnny Gobble the way that Johnny Gobble deserves to be thought of. And I'm not going to use the word that you throw out there. People come by and watch these videos to reaffirm why they feel the way they feel about Johnny Gobble. He is a piece of shit. He deserves nothing but contempt. He earned every bit of it. And he gets on here and tries to rewrite history is what he does. He pretends like he didn't say or do things. He used to be able to just take the video down and tell you a different version of the story, but then somebody beat him at that game. So let's just keep it 100 here. Like, not like this interview fucking matters. That thing's already washed. Dude, this motherfucker is a grimy, slimy motherfucker. He has enough opposite of love floating around him that people who fucked with Ryan Upchurch quit fucking with Ryan Upchurch because of him. That's how, what kind of a force that this dude has garnered from the universe. That, like, you know what? I used to fuck with church, but now that happened. Fact check that.
Yo, OG Papaw.
OG Papaw. Because Dagburn's been ran through the mud so much, we just restart.
Yeah, man, that's true, man. I ain't even the same person I was a year ago, let alone, back then. Mm-hmm. Back then, like I'm still going through psychosis from the drugs that I just came off of.
Psychosis.
What was that? You froze up. That was crazy. You froze up. It was like, and I don't know what you said.
I said psychosis.
Oh, yeah.
Now think about this. Johnny has adopted everything about everyone else's story. Now think about this. Johnny was still in psychosis from the drugs he was on back then. He never heard the fucking term psychosis before in his fucking life until we saw it get put on a very big stage and a very big platform and start getting shoved into your face. Like, yeah, now he was in psychosis, y'all. Oh, it's fucking beyond wild how retarded these motherfuckers are. Crycosis, exactly, Cat Midnight. That's more like it. Yeah, his whole life's a motherfucking movie. No, well, he ain't gonna try chosis. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
No, the Upchurch did that. It was just an Upchurch thing. It was a video.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I was dealing with shit myself at that time in my life, and these people thought I was going crazy, man. I was. I was facing. Yeah. I was facing so much shit and was going through so much shit mentally at that time.
Was it the start of it when you went Upchurch? When he first started paying attention to you? Because what were you just a fan of his music, right? So you were just listening to his music and you started making videos, tagging him in it or something?
Bro, I've always stood on this. Ryan saved me with his music, bro. I was going through some depression in my life, coming off of the drugs, and finally trying to find myself and who I truly was, because I was, bro, doing 15 years of being a drug addict. Your life, you've wasted 15 years. That's a long fucking time to waste. You know what I mean? Your life, and you miss so much. You miss you got
them Square Works jeans, Michelle. That's what he's got. He got them eyebrows like Square.
It's like learning things all over again. Like when you're finally clean and like you finally starting to learn. It's like being a baby and growing up, and you have to learn things all over again. Mm-hmm. My mind was gone, bro. My mind was gone from the meth. I was shooting a gram of dope, bro, at a time.
Yes.
That's what I was doing, bro. I was gone. I was completely twisted gone, bro.
I work with a guy that
he was only on meth for a couple years. That's what he said. But he was shooting a gram combined at a time. Okay.
Just did it really, 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 really hard for a long time in his life. And now he's like a super, super outgoing Christian man. And that's like all he knows in his life anymore is the Lord. And all he does is help people. And I think it's awesome, you know. I think but it's weird to me because like just hearing your story too, it's like a lot of people turn, like even Jelly Roll's story, like people just are turning to the Lord after drugs. And I like, it's just so, you know, it's like
what I have noticed is that a lot of people, a lot of people who get into recovery end up in prison, things like that. They all find Jesus, right? But then, and if it works for you, it works for you. But then whenever the next thing you know, they'll lose Jesus and they're back to doing the old shit that they were doing. So it only seems like when they're in a time of need that they find Jesus. Nobody ever really lives those teachings. And I know that that's very, very prevalent amongst people who find themselves in their struggles. Yeah. If he's shooting a gram of meth, dude, that's fucking crazy. I thought he just meant like a gram of fucking combined everything. Like, damn.
For me, being like somebody who doesn't do that, it's different. Because for me, the way I look at it, I just like think, you know, I think there could be a God, but how do we really know? There's been no proof, and if there was proof, we've all lived on this earth long enough to
That's because you haven't witnessed God's works yet. I've witnessed with my own two eyes, bro. I've watched miracles happen right between
with the many
right between my eyes, I watched miracles happen. Oh my fucking God, dude. Oh boy. Yeah, you've never seen God come into your life when your ex-wife gets you fired from a job. Yeah.
Religions. That's why another thing, you know, if there was just like one religion throughout time that everybody was doing this, you know, but it's not. It's like there's so many of these religions that are like this one's old and this one's old and this one's old and there's this book about this stuff and everybody's like beliefs are different throughout the different religions. So it's been hard for me to sit down and like see like, okay, I could be a Christian when there's so many of these religions, you know, but I still believe in God and I hope it's real, you know. I got faith.
It's real, bro. Hey, it's real. It's real. When once you receive the Holy Spirit, you'll understand, bro. You're still young, bro, and hell, I've seen kids with the Holy Spirit in them, bro. I've seen kids preaching on social media. That one of these little kids I seen here not too long ago was he was just tearing it up in the church, bro, and it was wild. You could feel the presence of God through that kid, man. It's wild. But one day you'll receive the Holy Spirit, and He'll work through you, and you'll be able to figure out, hey, I now know for a fact God is real. You're not going to physically see God.
Yeah,
but you're going to know He's there, because God's going to put you on your knees at some point in your life.
All right, so now back to this. We're gonna get into the upchurch stuff now, and how
Go ahead.
How that started. So did it start with you tagging him in a video or something, or?
So basically, bro, people were saying it was a bunch of shit that got it started over some hats or some merch or a painting or a drawing or something. That didn't even have nothing to do with it. It started because I'm pretty sure he blocked me and had all of his people block me, Patty and all them. Patty was like, was in my DMs. We both was talking to each other in DMs.
Why were you guys talking to each other? Just because
of I was a fan, and I was doing drawings of Ryan Upchurch.
Oh, you're the fan that I remember now, because you sent the fan mail.
Yeah. No, I didn't even send no fan mail. Never done that. Never done that. No.
Oh, that was
So, listen to this bullshit story. Johnny somehow is in the DMs of Patty. Imagine that. Patty's at yet another intersection of shit that goes on. How did they just find you, Johnny? They reached out to you on social media and just found you. And then somehow they figured out that you were a motherfucking goofball and ended up blocking you. And then you had to ramp it up. And I'm interested to hear this version of the story. I think everyone remembers the whole, what the hell was it? It was a Redneck Nation or whatever the fuck it was. They were going to send this dude a hat or some shit, or no, what was it? Tyler. Anyway, some Tyler dude was going to send him a hat, and they didn't send it quick enough or some shit. And then he got the hat and burned it. And there was a whole big old thing. What's up, Freedom Keeper? Appreciate you being a member for 4 months. Thank you. Best channel on the tubes. I appreciate that. Yes, they did Wretched Out.
Yeah, that was troll from Ryan. Ryan just said that as a troll.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's fucking good.
So I done these drawings and stuff like that, and Patty would share them on her Instagram and this and that, and she'd reach out to me, and she was like, "Oh, I love these drawings and stuff like that." And Tyler Garrett, I don't know if you know who Tyler Garrett is. He used to be underneath Redneck Nation. He was a singer for Redneck Nation. He was signed to Redneck Nation. Well, I was a supporter of his at the time, and I liked his music and stuff like that. And he decided he was going to do a giveaway, and I was the winner of that giveaway, and I was supposed to got 2 hats and a shirt from Redneck Nation. Okay. I was excited about this shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so supposedly he wasn't even supposed to been doing this. Redneck Nation got in touch with me and said he wasn't supposed to be giving away nothing. He was using it to promote his fucking Instagram. So I waited like 3 months, and I flipped out on social media and all this other shit. And I was like, I want my fucking shirts, and I want my fucking hats and this and that bullshit. So
were you on drugs at the time?
That's when I first come off. This is when I first come off of drugs.
So that answer was a yes. He was still on drugs at that time. So yeah, that's the story I remember. Somebody offered to give you some free shit. They didn't send it fast enough, and you flipped the fuck out. Because normal, well-adjusted people, that's what they fucking do, right? Yeah.
It was probably a little crazy seeming.
Yeah. So I was going through psychosis already. I was already out there anyway.
Did they give you your shit or what?
Bobby with Redneck Nation finally sent the stuff to me. He called me too. Bobby called me too. Yeah, and he called me too, and he was like, man, what's going on with all this shit and this and that? And I cussed him out too. I cussed him out too. So he ends up getting a hold of Ryan and getting a hold of Patty and all these people, and they tell him to block me, and all of them block me. And I flipped.
So imagine that, Johnny. Somebody tried to give you a gift, be nice to you, really throw a dog a bone in this situation. You cuss the fucking dude out. You're in his mom's DMs doing fuck shit. I've seen the screenshots of the messages where you're demanding $275,000 to leave his family alone when you're harassing his brothers and shit. I remember all this shit. This is why it's especially troubling whenever this idiot, she gives you any fucking shine, but that's his problem now. But the whole, I remember all that shit and I know how the fuck you are. It's funny that you don't tell that story the way that we remember it though, do you? So no, of course not.
The fuck out. I just flipped out over it. And that's what caused everything. That's what started everything. I started going in on Ryan Upchurch because he blocked me, and fucking that's where it went. That's where it started. That's exactly where it started.
That's hilarious.
And it was all over merch, bro. All over merch that wasn't even my fault, bro. Somebody done a giveaway on, and
they weren't supposed to be doing that.
They weren't supposed to be doing it in the first place. And here a fucking big old fight starts between me and Ryan.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. And
you notice, Blue Eyes? It's going to be psychosis from here on out because it's pretty evident the psychosis is going to be a buzzword here for a little while. Johnny will not miss out on that. He will make sure that it is attributed to him as well. He was still going through psychosis at that time right there, y'all.
You guys just troll each other back and forth, huh? So, did you feel at the start of it when he started giving you attention and then you started getting attacked? Did you feel like it was a personal attack or did you feel like it was a light troll?
I thought I always blamed Ryan. That's what made me go in more on Ryan because I felt that Ryan could have done something about that. He could have stopped it or something. In my mind, that's what I was thinking.
That part right there, Drew. And if my kid put out his latest video with the whole Merle, like when Meemaw was trying to do the handoff on the live. Merle's got a signature way of whenever they're like fucking doing drug deals on lives, where she'll just nonchalantly go over, not really nonchalantly. She makes a beeline to the phone to go look at the chat to look for talk about drugs. If you notice that, she did the same fucking thing in the dog toy one, and she did the same thing in the Meemaw the handoff one. Right after the action happens, she goes and looks at the fucking chat to see if anybody noticed. So I can't unsee that now. There we go. Crycosis, lycosis. It's his newest story. Yeah, it's the new version of it.
Yeah,
which I know he couldn't. Now going back and thinking about everything and thinking about it logically, he can't help what other people do. You know what I mean? He can't do, and that's a lot of these people they holler that on the internet too. They're like, well, he's the one that sends after people. No, man, he just says something. He can't help what other people go and do.
Yeah,
motherfucker, you spent years claiming that. Oh, and the minute you think you can get some traction with it the other way, he can't help what other people do. He can't help it, y'all. Oh my God. Yeah. The new version. Jesus. What's up, Jack Rabbit? Yeah. What the hell?
He just is a funny dude.
Yeah, he is, man. I've spoke on this. Ryan did go through some shit where he admitted he was on drugs. You know what I mean? He was going through some shit, and that's why
that shit's old. You could tell he's like not actively on drugs. That shit was
not
old.
Now. Yeah. Oh, this has been a long time ago. Yeah.
It was old.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, man. Like people don't understand.
Yeah, like just a week and a half ago, the attorney was for the Rodney family was giving interviews to people, and someone asked, hey, what did you think of what was going on during the trial? And he's like, well, I think if he didn't testify on his own behalf, they probably wouldn't have awarded him $18 million or awarded an $18 million settlement. And, you know, he said some things. I'm probably going to go over the video. I'm kind of putting it off, but yeah, he seems like he's on the straight and narrow right now. I'm glad he got that all squared away.
That's why I relate to Ryan so much, and I sympathize for him, bro, with everything that's going on, because he's trying to keep his life clean and keep himself clean and all that, because he was, like I said, on shit.
And he's got
it's hard to do, bro.
And
yeah, he's got a life, bro.
he's got his dad shit to do.
Yeah, the turkey prank was funny, Richard. It wasn't too funny at the time when they put turkeys in the yard. Johnny Cashville had fucking somebody come to my house and put turkeys all over my yard. They tried to find real live turkeys to let loose in my yard, bro. But they ended up going to
imagine you wake up in the middle of the night, there's just fucking turkeys
out in the fucking yard. Yeah.
Dude, who in the fuck? Come on. You have no idea because you're a real country boy. Do you know how long it takes to fucking hunt turkeys? Do you know that turkeys are one of the most elusive fucking things you can hunt? You really think somebody's got enough time to fucking to wrangle up wild fucking turkeys to put in your yard? You're that fucking retarded to say that. Shout out to Cashville for putting them turkeys in the yard. I know he tries to downplay it today, but that was a good prank. That was fucking hilarious. Yeah, try to go catch them. Exactly. Yeah, this country boy should know that.
Motherfucker.
Oh. But it's also not funny because that's a little too far. Going to somebody's house,
bro.
It's a little too far.
Yeah.
No matter.
For sure.
But
Johnny
Cashville,
Cashville.
If you were to get behind the scenes and be like, you know, don't let the fans know, and some stage shit, you know what I'm saying? For the fans are like, hey, you know, don't be mad about this. We're going to do this to you. You know, we're not going to try to hurt you or harm you. But at the same time, somebody come out their house with a shotgun real quick. For
real. Well, the boys that done it put out.
If he had a shotgun, he would have sold it for dope. So they were pretty safe. Trust me. That boy, hey, look, he didn't have any extra funds sitting around to hold on to a shotgun. What's up, Danielle?
A video of them putting them in my yard, and they was scared to death, bro. They was scared. They was young, bro. They was kids, bro. Doing this shit. Yeah,
he could have paid me to do it. I'd have did it.
Yeah, for real. So these kids, here they was fucking they made their video. Come on, hurry, put it there, hurry. You should have heard it, bro. It's funny as shit. They was scared to death.
What was
I probably would have flipped out though on them boys if I'd have come outside and seen that shit going on. They come into the parking lot with turkey calls, bro, and sitting in my parking lot and sit there at the apartments and the ones you put underneath your tongue. Yeah.
Oh, dog.
Turkey call. Yeah.
That is the funniest shit in the world, bro. Is there any clips of that? Is there clips that I'm pulling up on you with turkey calls?
My channel is gone that has all that on it. So they reported my channel for sex and nudity and got my channel taken down.
No, your channel got taken down because you were trying to be the strike boss, Johnny. You filed hundreds of false strikes. And for those of you who don't know, when you file a strike with YouTube, it is an intent for you to take someone to court over a copyright infringement of your work that is posted on YouTube. That is exactly what it means to file a strike. And what YouTube does on your behalf, in order to give you enough time to get the legal ball rolling so you don't suffer further damages, they will remove the video immediately because they're taking you at your word. Johnny filed hundreds of those and took nobody to court. Now that channel is gone. That's why they took it and won't give it back. Because he fucking abused that system. That's the truth of it. He won't tell you that.
No strikes on it at all. How they got the whole channel taken down for that? For one fucking thing that someone reported me for. It was supposed to be sex and nudity of all things. How long ago was that? That's been over a year now, bro, since I lost that channel. But I had all the stuff that happened between me and Ryan, all the videos that I done, gone. They're on other channels, but that people that
just having it for your own self though, being able to go to your YouTube channel and see what you did, you know, even if it's internet stuff, it's still some work you put in and some stuff, you know, that you can look back on and show your kids. Your kids can show their kids, like, hey, this was Grandpa. He did this with Ryan Upchurch.
Right,
The legend.
Yeah, man. It's in.
Could you imagine Johnny playing that video of him talking about being Ryan Upchurch's prostitute, playing that video for his fucking grandkids? Could you imagine that when you'd have to explain to your grandson what gay for pay is? Could you imagine? Yeah, that's an excellent idea, B-Rapper. All of the gems that were on that fucking channel there, boy. Yeah. That'd be amazing.
I don't get none of that. Gone.
Pap all Dagburn.
Pap all Dagburn. So yeah, it's been a hell of a roller coaster for sure.
Yeah, and
All this has.
I'll ask you some of my questions
Right.
I had in here. Again, we'll go back to that.
Go ahead.
Have you ever got hacked?
Never.
Never have. Ever
I thought that I was at some point. I used to make a joke. This one girl, I can't remember her name. Justice. Yeah, I always say Justice is hacking me because she was talking about how she'd hack people's shit and all that. And
Yeah.
Get it right. Justice. There was no T in that. And yeah, Drew, I come across that video. The last time I was doing some video editing, I come across that in the vault. I was going to play it. I need to get that. There's so many of those I need to revisit. When Johnny goes to fucking jail, I'm probably going to do that because I don't have a whole lot of options I can do to keep this thing going on YouTube. So here's my options. I do have the vault to fall back on if Johnny goes to jail or Rex's motorcycle. I can do the vault will carry me through for a little bit, or I can wait for Martin Speaks to get off of meth so we can do that political channel. But other than that, if neither one of those things happen, I'll probably just end up going away or just you catch me on Twitch doing some other shit or something.
there's a thing behind that too, because Patty ended up hacked and shit, and she thought that this girl Justice had something to do with it. So I'd always make a joke about that.
When
I'd say
Ryan,
Justice is hacking us.
I remember when Ryan said he would put you through rehab. Did you go through that rehab that he offered to put you through?
No, but I if I could go back and now I would have accepted that because I'd just come off drugs, and I think that it would have helped. I think it would have helped me.
Oh yeah, dude, rehab it would definitely help.
Yeah, for sure. And it was one of them high dollar rehabs he was wanting to send me to. I can't remember the rehab he was wanting to send me to, but a lot of people talk good about it.
Do you feel like you were stalking Upchurch?
Do I feel like I was stalking him? See, that's the thing.
I'm just asking because some people.
I know. Yeah. Because people say it. Yeah, it's a narrative. Yeah. No. I was trying to be funny towards Ryan. There was no malicious intent involved. I said some shit out of the way, and that's what got Ryan going. Is when I started talking about his mom. I was saying that nasty, and I should have never done that. See, and me and Patty are cool now. We're friends and shit, and so that's in the past.
Like but no-go, dude, that's just like if you're gonna attack somebody's family, you have no more.
But see, at this time, Ryan had attacked my daughter. He attacked he attacked us the same way. You know what I mean? So it was tit for tat with Ryan's what it was, and it ended up getting way out of hand. It went farther than what it should have went.
Oh, you mean that part where you threatened to contact his underage sister? That part? Yeah, he's blaming Patty, Lord Ludacris. It's exactly what he's doing. He's never going to come out and say, "Hey, it was my fault. I did this. I took it to." No. It's Patty. Patty was doing it, and he notice he leaves out all the shit that we know that he did. So I mean, that's I don't even know why the fuck we're watching this.
That's exactly what happened.
Were you actually angry with the situation? Like that, were you at a point like you were like seriously angry with it?
Bro, when he pulled up in Paintsville, I'd have fought him in Paintsville at night. If he wasn't around the police, I would have fought him at night.
Yeah.
It would have been bad. That like the police ended up chasing me that night, bro. I outrun them that night,
Mhm.
bro.
Yeah, I
because-
ran.
Oh no, I didn't know that. I didn't know you ran from the police that night. So you were fleeing and evading police that night? Oh, and they were. And so what you mean to tell me is they could have got you on a fleeing charge, yet they had to get Ryan Upchurch, John Holbrook, the mayor, sheriffs from surrounding counties in Tennessee to do this big old fucking thing to set your ass up, but you gave them enough to put you away in prison by fleeing. Wow. That's what, man, you learn something new every time you watch one of these bullshit stories.
Police.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
they was
He was
after me,
running. He
bro.
was running from the police.
Yeah, I outrun them that night.
What happened? What do you mean? How?
I have to talk about you that later. I have to tell you about that later. I don't want to like because I'll talk to you about that later.
Okay.
I can't say that online. But
All right.
yeah, bro. Shit went down that
Are you
night,
still
bro.
banned? Are you banned from his shows?
No, I don't think I am now because I talked to Ryan.
Yeah. That was the thing, you know.
At that time, yeah, I'm sure he had every right that I should have been banned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
'Cause I was ready to tear his head off at some point.
Oh, this is a good one. And I've heard about this, but it's still a good one. How come you support Dub with him suing Ryan Upchurch?
I support Dub because Dub reminds me of myself. He's struggling, he's a recovering addict, and just watching him come from where he was before to now is inspiring, bro. I mean, I
Oh, come on now. Jesus. Look, and listen, I don't know a whole lot about Uncle Dub. I just catch clips of Uncle Dub in passing. This dude, I have a very, very low tolerance for him. But he looks to me like a very, very obvious meth user. And I mean, and that's just my assessment and my opinion. If you're saying that what I'm seeing today in these passing clips is an improvement from where he used to be, I really don't want to see where he used to be. I mean, that's fucking wild to me. Dub is about to be the face of country rap, I believe, because he looks like the face of meth. So I believe that. I'm unsubscribing from anyone that posts UFC while hashtag Chud the Builder is locked up. I know you appreciate the manning up, so you can unsubscribe back. Nothing personal. That's fine. It's all good.
I hate it that he's got this lawsuit against Ryan. I've told him several times, man, drop that, bro, because you're going to end up being a damn millionaire, bro. And just like Johnny Castro was trying to tell him, I think Ryan would do something with him and be on the radio station and all this other shit. He'd have a lot of opportunities if that would have never happened with the lawsuit. I think. I really think it would have. It would have helped his career in that, or his business in that. But that's the part I support with Dub, is his recovery.
Are you fucking dude? Rusty, we can see it right up in them. Dude, he looks like he looked like he'd been face fucked professionally, like by a bunch of people. And I'm sorry if I'm misjudging the man. No, fuck, I ain't misjudging him. I know what the fuck I'm looking at here. Dude, this whole thing with the whole fuck around, find out radio thing, this dude's offering you a fucking playlist that you didn't ask for. A playlist, like in this day and age, he's offering you a service that already existed in the form of radio. And the reason why radio went away and is really went far, has fallen off, is because you now have the ability to store music, create your own playlist, or stream an entire customized playlist for a low monthly fucking fee. Sometimes they're free. Like, Jesus Christ. So Uncle Dub is going to revolutionize that with his fuck around and find out radio, which somehow needs your information to get your IP. No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I think you all are too stupid to really understand this. But yeah.
For his radio station.
I mean, it's country rap. I mean, so yeah.
I don't, because I just don't listen to anybody. Really.
I don't listen. I don't down. I got it down. I don't have it
downloaded.
downloaded. I don't have it downloaded.
I just like Ryan. I've been fucking with, have you heard of Curtis Ryan?
Yeah, I've heard him on your channel. Dude,
he's really good. And he's just another one of them guys who's coming up, bro. And I think he's going to be one of them predominant leaders here in the near future.
He is, bro. Right now, I mean, he's just started out, didn't he?
No,
how long has he been doing it?
Oh man, he's been making music for a long time. You have to go back and watch. I just did an interview with him. You could go back.
I'll have to go watch the whole thing. I watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but yeah,
bro, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can tell that he's got a lot of practice in rapping.
Mm-hmm. And sure. He makes beats too, and
valid point, Nada. Valid point. As we are now getting into the era where you can actually create your own songs. Yeah, I mean, Dub's way behind the times on that.
He be producing his shit. He also works with a producer too. You know, it's pretty cool. Let me check out this guy.
Heck yeah.
Oh, this is a funny one. How did it make you feel when Upchurch said he loved you?
When he loved me? When he said he loved me?
He loved you. There's a video of him saying he loved you.
Oh, I know. He's yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah. I probably said it was gay or something back then. I don't know. Yeah, but I remember the video of him saying that. Yeah, I love you. He said.
And then, like I said, some of these questions are hard because I was watching watching old content. So it's like this one it's a hard one, but you might be able to answer it. What did Church lie about in his documentary? Because I think I might have seen something you were saying he was lying about something in his documentary. But that might be a hard one to answer without video. I should probably
really it wasn't. I was just calling him a liar because he didn't put some stuff in that documentary that should have been put in the documentary.
Damn, B-Rapper's calling him out on. I mean, this kind of shit I appreciate. This is what would make a real interview, is when you ask people questions. I mean, he kind of cleaned it up a little bit. He's like, well, I guess it's going to be a little hard for you to answer because, you know, Ryan doesn't deal very well with people criticizing him or calling him out on his bullshit. So, you know, but hey, I'll give B-Rapper credit where it's due.
Basically. So Johnny Cashville wasn't put in the documentary. There are several things that's missing in the documentary.
Oh, hey, there you are. He says, I don't like B-Rapper. Well, dude, the self-hate is no reason for that. I mean, I know you're a little slow and you're young, which kind of goes with that, but hey, look, I will give you credit where credit is due. If you go back and listen to this from the beginning, you want to continue to do interviews if you weren't just fucking slow trolling this idiot. Take a few pointers and do your research ahead of time and then ask the hard questions like this that are going to be hard for them to answer. That's what makes a good hard hitting interview. Don't softball anybody, anything. Have some integrity as an interviewer if you're serious about doing this. And never ever say that Xaname was created by the Russians to confuse Ryan Upchurch. That's just stupid.
And documentary that was part of Ryan's come up in the music industry. Or not the music industry, but in independent music. So he had people that was involved that wasn't mentioned in that documentary. That's what I meant.
Okay, so you just feel like some more people need some flowers.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yep.
Oh, how did you feel about the song, The Big Little Gobblestopper? When that came out, were you bumping it with the squatted truck and the turkey hanging out the window?
Man, I was bumping AFU Paintsville, Kentucky through town with the windows down. Because at the time I was dealing with a bunch of corruption with the police in my town, so I would go past the city hall, son, bumping AFU Paintsville, Kentucky. What you mean? You don't remember that dancing video I did to AFU Paintsville, Kentucky that blew?
I believe him and Merle bumped the shit I put out too. especially that new banger that, anyway, if you listen, you listen. Yeah. You might want to pay attention to that one right there, B Rapper.
Blew
Yeah,
up. That motherfucker blew up, son. People, the comments was positive too, man. They was like, now this is the way you need to act. Right here. Lean into it. Church is just being funny with you, bro. You don't need to be acting like you act. So yeah, bro. Yeah. I loved that part that he was doing that and all that. He's took them down since then. So you was able to react to those songs before he took them down again.
Yeah, I think I'm the legend of the creek now. I'm just
Yeah,
like-
man. Yeah. You're gonna be the only one that has those. That's
But,
legendary.
Was there anything that you could just if you could go back? Is there anything that you regret doing and you wish you could take back?
Imagine believing that a digital product like music posted to YouTube is going to somehow be rare.
And or is there anything that you haven't apologized for that you would apologize for? Because that beef was pretty. Both sides was pretty harsh and brutal. It was content, but like content to an extent to where like.
Listen, there may be a very, very easy explanation for that. Maybe he likes them dudes back.
There's serious feelings involved in that.
Yeah, for sure. I'd probably, I've said this. I've admitted this on publicly before. I would change every bit of it, bro, if I could. Me and Ryan have apologized to each other since then.
Yeah, I've seen.
So, I mean, we didn't have to do that publicly, I didn't want it publicly. I just wanted an apology from him, and I'm sure he wanted an apology from me. And we did that, on our own.
I'm sure, Johnny, you'd be the only motherfucking person who ever got an apology from Ryan. The only one. And a good follow-up question right here, B Rapper, instead of just nodding wildly in agreement, would be to ask him, say, hey, Johnny, if you said that you would do this all over again, do you still think that you would have a YouTube presence if you didn't do that? So, meaning that none of us would ever know who the fuck you were had you and Ryan not had this spat. And I'm personally thankful to get to know old fucking Fig Newton Teeth here, as well as we've gotten to know him over the years and all the entertainment that he's provided. So, I mean, that's be a good follow-up question to say, hey, man, look, if you regret doing all this, why don't just go the fuck away? Because you wouldn't have the same YouTube presence or something like that.
On our own time. And that's all that matter.
Do you see that? I think somebody just posted in the chat. That car show he's about to do in town. That's going to be sweet.
I thought about maybe rolling up on the damn Indian, son.
That'll be awesome.
Roll up on the Indian.
Heck yeah, dude.
I might do that.
Man, I really.
That was originally your goal, right? You wanted the clout. Do you really want to do this on your channel? I mean, I don't know. I can't even believe you would go to his channel and interview him, which just seems kind of fucking backwards to me. But, again, listen, I'm not going to be the voice you want to listen to. Anything that you want to take to heart, get it from Rich Newbuck.
I really feel like that's a lot. Everything that I want to touch on for now, because there's a lot more that I want to touch on, but it's just so.
That's an interesting point, Wendy Underwood. I'm not sure if you've ever commented in here before. Not to interrupt this, but I know why Gobble won't let Melinda talk about her illness. Because it would take the attention off him, and he doesn't want that. Yeah, he would probably tell you that his, if she comes out, which I was trying to empower her by just letting her know, look, feel free to get all the support and everything from the NeckTube guy and all the other people over on TikTok, because you're not like, if you've watched these TikTok lives where she tries to be coy and do this shit, she's hiding it. She's looking to see who's watching. She doesn't want to discuss it, but clearly she's going through something that's very bad. And I honestly felt bad for her because he's telling her to be quiet. Don't talk about it on there. Don't let him see it. He's trying to tell her to be quiet about it, and he's not being supportive of her. So, I mean, she needs to, for someone like her that's going through something like this, you can tell she needs to be able to talk to her people about it and speak freely and openly about it. That's why I went ahead and put it out. So, and told her, so look, don't let him tell you to shut up. Talk about this. Talk about it freely and openly. Everybody knows about it. People are going to do with what they're going to do with it. But the support you're going to get from your people, go ahead and get it. I mean, that's just what the truth of it. But he's telling her to shut the fuck up while he goes and rides his motorcycle, with his friend. So,
I mean, it's good to do it that way. Is to set it up to do several interviews and from with one person, because you're never going to get everything that you need to get in a first interview from someone.
Yeah, and it's just another thing. It's just like thin ice, it's just the wrong time, not the right time for some things,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah, man, I appreciate the time and then and the interview, bro.
Bro, I stand with you, bro. I just feel like it's a rough time right now, and there's a lot of bullshit going around, and just know I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that see through this bullshit, bro, and it's getting annoying. It's like irritating. Even if you wanted to watch some of this content, you can't even watch it no more because it's just fucking irritating. Shit's stupid to listen to.
Yeah, man, it is. It really is.
Well, that didn't age too well, did it, B-Rapper? You ended up in the fucking chat. When you do that, people kind of realize, I mean, it's obvious, right? That you're a clout chaser and this is an easy target. But the problem when you start aligning yourself with this dude is now you got to one up him. You literally got to go like shoot dope in your neck and do a bunch of dumb shit and let your teeth rot out in order to get the kind of attention this dude's got. So, and I apologize for not remembering Wendy Underwood, but thank you. I do appreciate it. That was a very thoughtful comment of yours, by the way.
It's gotten ridiculous.
It's made it repulsive to like want to listen to the country rap lane right now, just because it's all just beef diss tracks. And that's why, like, if you go through my music catalog and what I was just doing recently, I was just talking shit on these fuckers and trying to get them to understand and really realize, like, chill out, bro. You don't even have to pay attention to some of this shit. Just put on the independent artists like you were doing.
Right. To answer your question, Dale, I went to prison back in 2007. So yeah, I went to prison before YouTube. Yeah. I done 27 months.
I had a YouTube channel back in probably 05, something like that. Very beginning. I still got the channel, as a matter of fact. So I don't know if that predates YouTube or not. I doubt it.
In prison.
How long ago was this your rise to fame? The start of, like, how many years ago was that now?
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the part 2 called the Triple T Files. It's okay. Are you gonna it's whatever. Fuck, I'm just wasting my time. And knock yourself out, B-Rapper. Do what you need to do.
Has it been hard mentally to keep up with it? Have you just wanted to quit sometimes?
Everything's hard mentally for him. He's fucking retarded, B-Rapper. It, like, literally, you're talking to a fucking actual tard. Yes, it's hard mentally for him. Fuck, dude.
Times,
bro. At one time, I was contemplating suicide.
Well,
just because,
like, got that bad from so much stuff. I was getting hit every direction. Like I was dealing with the police in the town.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go back and find his other comment. But if periodically some chucklehead does come through here, and they will ask me some very poignant, why do you talk about Johnny Gobble? Why is this Johnny Gobble? And I can show you 100% proof, receipts, video in his own words, where this stupid motherfucker, after was given the opportunity to not do it, requested this. And he subscribed to something called All the Smoke. And he is getting all the smoke. So if you ever have any questions about it, you can find the video. Someone will show it to you, or periodically I do show it. I might just put, fuck it, I ain't gonna waste my time. But anyway, it's out there. I 100% tell you the truth about things. And if you don't know that, Every time I come on here, I generally will bring a receipt and show you the truth. I promise you 100% Johnny Gobble asked me for everything he is getting. So the victim status does not fly.
I was living in, I was dealing with what was going on with Ryan. I was dealing with social workers coming to my home because of the shit that happened on YouTube. I was dealing with getting swatted. I was dealing with.
You think this is about you? You think this live stream's about you? Oh, okay. Well, hey man, case in point, when you align yourselves with this, hey, go ask Shaka what Shaka had a few bumps in the road over this shit. It's all good, man. And do yourself a favor. Don't watch me again. And anytime anyone mentions me, just go the other way. Don't do it. Don't fall for it.
I had so much shit losing jobs, lost several jobs because of this shit. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I would.
Who's going to say, like, we've heard this multiple times, right? We've heard of all the excuses he brings in. We've only got a short few minutes left of this, right? So we've got probably about 2, maybe 3 minutes left of this. Does anyone think, you can start wagering your bets. What's that new shit? The new betting thing? I don't know if it'd be on there, but wagering your bets. We've heard him blame every single person besides himself for losing jobs. He's lost all these jobs. All of these people are the blame for him. Do you think somewhere in these next 2 minutes, 3 minutes or so, he's going to somehow take accountability for his actions? Anybody at all? There you go.
Changed. I wish it would have changed that Ryan would have never got mad at me like that, or I'd have never got mad at Ryan, and then we could have squashed it a long time ago. I wished.
Or just like kept it going, but like talked to each other behind the scenes and been like, hey, this is actually has a lot of people involved and interested, so we can keep doing this, but let's make it more light and less harmful to the people. And if it's harmful to the 2 people, fine, but the people around you should not be affected by what's going on here.
Yeah, for sure. That's true.
It should just be a man versus man gladiator type war.
That's right. A lot of people were saying that it was a fake thing that was going on between me and Ryan. I was like, no, it ain't.
That shit was real.
No, it ain't. That shit was real as it can be.
Yeah.
Sure was.
What you call it? Pop or soda? No, not what.
This part, Joe Barron, that part right there. And you have a good way of explaining these things. B Rapper will get sucked into Gobble's vortex of misery. And that is about as true as it fucking gets right there. And it is a vortex of misery. A lot of people have been sucked into that vortex. And I'm not talking about the dudes that he sucked off. I'm just saying there is a vortex of misery. And align yourself with him. This is the wrong way to enter this YouTube algorithm. If all you got to do, if you did just a little bit of research, you would know this. But hey, carry on, man. Dagburn has changed. You guys will learn. The motherfucker ain't changed his clothes, dude. It's like literally, it's not been that long ago where he's wearing the same shirt, video to video, that are posted 3 days apart. He's in the fucking car day after day posting videos and adding new stains from fast food restaurants on his fucking shirt. And you're going to tell me he's changed. All right, whatever, dude. You're retarded. Thanks for summing that up for me. Yes, now I just said that. He ain't even changed his fucking clothes. Rebrand. Nah, listen, dude. Yeah. Imagine worrying about another grown man being mad at you. I don't worry about it. I actually like it. I enjoy the fuck out of that. What's up, Lone Wolf? Yeah, he's fine. He's retarded. Poor kid. Slay back, B Rapper. I have one question. So it's not okay for Triple T to talk to 19 and 20-year-olds when he was 30. He did that video, but okay for Ryan to stick his dick in a 19-year-old who's 29. I don't know. I'm not even sure it's a strong argument. Slayback, but it is what it is. Oh, he wants Ryan's attention. Dude, right now is the wrong time for that. I'm just telling you. Let Ryan's got some chance to recover. Wait for that to happen. Jesus Christ, man. You won't even know when something happens to Melinda until the internet gets shut off. That is facts right there, Wendy Underwood. That is facts. It's not Gobble or OG Dagburn. What's Mountain Girl calling him? What the hell she call him? Dogburn. She calls him Dogburn. Mountain Girl calls him Dogburn. Anymore, it's Paw Paw now. Okay. Well, listen, you don't understand how stupid that is, because there's all kinds of videos of him having problems with his kids. You understand? Like, this dude gets on the internet and uses the internet to go after his own children. Listen, stupid fuck. Let me show you something real quick. I'm going to take time out of my day to post this and let you see it. All right. That's apartment. Hold on. Wrong one. Hold the fucking phone. Where's it at? I just had it last week. Is that it? Ah, there it is. Boom. Read that, dude. That's his daughter. That's the daughter who just came back to live with him after the mom passed away. I'll give you some time, dude. Now think about this. This is some shit she posted on Facebook. You want to rebrand him as Pawpaw? Are you fucking, dude? I'm not even going to ask the question if you're retarded. I know you're retarded. Do you understand? Oh my God. What an idiot. Yeah, he didn't even support his own kids. Thank you, Michelle. The chat will fucking tell you what's going on, dude. You're a goddamn idiot. If you believe that this is a good idea. Yeah, what do you rebrand him as? Paw. Oh, okay. Wow, dude. Talk about not being able to read a room. Just look at these fucking comments. I am not petting the fucking retard. I'm shooing him away from being more retarded. All kids are bad. You're a fucking tard, kid. You really are. Every kid rants on their parents when they're mad at them. Really? Well, if you read the rest of it, how about him being on social media doing like you? Dude, I'm not gonna. I've got plenty of videos of him. He was at a Taco Bell drive-thru trying to fight his fucking son. You're really that retarded, aren't you? His son is fine. He's a productive adult, has a job and shit. This girl right here, productive adult, has a job and shit. Johnny Gobble, not a productive adult, does not have a job and shit. The proof is in the pudding, stupid. Yeah, that's. I don't think he was trying to fly the plane, but he went down with it. That's for sure. Anyway, good idea, Jimmy Hill. Hey, that's a great idea. Where the fuck's this Pawpaw picture at? There you go. Hey, Pawpaw, check this one out, man. Be rapper. Now, if that ain't the father figure, I don't know what the fuck is. These children, that's the two kids in question, right? Look like they're being held hostage with this goofy motherfucker. He just got that new bike. Dude, look at this shit. Look at how uncomfortable these kids look being forced to take this picture. You're going to rebrand him as Pawpaw? I mean, this is just shit that I just got sitting here. Are you fucking retarded? They look like they're taking a hostage photo. God, dude, like, listen, and the only reason I'm taking the time to do this and in front of a crowd of people is you can't, in the future, you can't say, hey, listen, I had no fucking idea. I never looked up Johnny Gobble before and I didn't know anything about him. Because guess what? Somebody took the time to show it to you. And then you can see all this shit. You just don't want to see it. Yes, interview Austin. That's a great idea. Do that, B-Rapper. That would be amazing. Yeah, he has absolutely no limits to his bashing. Yeah, I mean, the fucking dude is a scumbag. You're going to try to rebrand him as some kind of a father figure. Yes. Yeah, Big Shy, you ain't far from the truth on that one. I'm beginning to wonder, man. Yeah, don't crash out. He crashes in. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that up there for B-Rapper to digest. New comments. Yeah, no, this is like, imagine, like neither one of them. She looks like she's trying to fucking escape. And like, dude, poor Cam looks like he's under duress. Like he's being told to read a hostage note. This is fucking bad. I'm gonna rebrand him, y'all. What a fucking idiot. You focus on the dark, on all the dark, and you never see. No, I focus on the real fucking harm he does in the world, dipshit. You understand these are real people that he does this shit to? You understand there's actual fucking harm that goes on that this dude's responsible for? That's the shit that I focus on. Yeah. Whatever. Here, I'm going to leave that up here so you can figure this out.
What you have?
What do I call it? Pop or soda? Pop.
Yeah, pop. I'm happy to hear that because
Them city folks call it soda.
no, I don't know. I've heard some pushback from some Southern folks recently. They were like, "You call it pop?"
Have you
I
shit?
was like, "Yes, I do."
Well, damn.
And I do want to apologize to all the East End folks. I am sorry for the video. Not all the East End folks, but just the ones that were offended, because not all the East End folks are like that.
Oh shit! Right. Well, man, I'm gonna jump off here, man. It's been an hour. You have a good rest of your night, man. Hit me up if you need me. You can get hold of me.
Appreciate you, brother. God bless
Hey,
you, and thank you for your time and your support. And just know I'm here standing with you. And another thing, I stand with Ryan Upchurch, and I think freedom of speech is a thing. And I think more people need to stand up for Ryan Upchurch and quit hating on him because it's past and focus on the rights we're going to lose if people keep letting people just take away our freedom of speech.
God damn it, dude. You are the fucking, you are the problem. Oh my God. They're going to make me do this. Fuck. All right. You'll make me do this video. I didn't want to do this. I don't want to break down this whole fucking court case thing. It should be self-evident to people. But every time somebody stupid like this says some shit about freedom of speech and the shit that's going on with Ryan Upchurch, you're kind of forcing my fucking hand. It really does. I feel like I'm remiss if I don't do it. Yeah, he's over there trying to get there. They're all after me content. Yeah, exactly. And I really don't. I kind of just want to leave that fucking thing alone, man. It's not going to change anything, but it will clarify some things for people. It's also telling gobblers when to pull the wool over dude's eyes, just like old B-Rapper, just to have one guy in his corner. And hey, but the same thing with Ryan, right? Look how far Ryan's fell off to where he's actually got to fucking, like, he's got to be nice to Hosier. He has to be nice to Dagburn. I mean, think about it. That's how far that dude's fallen off. You can't keep nobody around. So you got these dudes, the lowest of the low, that you got to somehow fucking keep them on your side by being nice to them. It's honestly disgusting. Anyway, I'm going to go watch UFC. I appreciate Jimmy Hill. Appreciate the 2-bomb. T-Dam, appreciate the 2-bomb. Freedom Keeper, thank you for being a member for 4 months. With that, I'm going to get out of here. I know it's going to be a quick one, probably a dud for most people, but I did want to get it done. Appreciate you. Gotcha, man. Yeah, that part. Anyway, I'm going to go watch fights, man. You guys have a good night. I'll catch you next time. All right, country bro. See you later. Throw us out of here with something. What we got? I like this.
Myrtle's coochie smelling pretty, right? She ain't washed it in a few days. 3rd bottle of pussy spray this week. You can click that link right above her name. Yellow face with them raccoon rings got me looking like a spy, deli meat. Between the dicks and the misties and my lips, ain't no hope for these yellow teeth. The pressure made me snitch on everyone, even my kin. Banned from my local church for shitting in the water and smoking a cigarette during my baptism. The pressure made me smoke so much meth that I fried my brain. Got me believing that I'm a public figure, big deal in this country rap lane. Oh no, yeah, I was raised as a pole smoker, giving head jizz all in my teeth. If I can't suck a fork for my fix, I can always stand with police. Them boys in county turned my ass into a crater. Spent all my time bending over and dropping to my knees. Dag burns blown out, prison purse open to the public. Come on in and look around, help yourself to a little Hep C. The pressure made me snitch on every last one of my friends. Boys in blue fed my drug habit, wore them wires to avoid the pain. The pressure made me shoot so much dope that I fried my brain. Got me thinking that I'm a music artist coming soon to this country rap lane. Yeah, yeah, hands always out goes with my bum reputation. Never see me working a job due to my lack of motivation. They took my 12K channel, such a devastating loss. I guess it wasn't the smartest move trying to be the strike boss. Had to accuse my dad of child molestation to deflect from my absence of an occupation. Hepatitis C and turned my skin piss yellow. Passed it on to my wife, now it affects her bone marrow. 6 different versions of my story of childhood pain ain't enough to hide the fact that I'm just plain old gay. They hear me snorting them bombs, and it's plain to see that I am lying about being off everything but subs and weed. The pressure made me lose track of the balls parked on my chin. Turned my ass into the size of a kiddie pool. Had every queer in the county ready to dive on in. The pressure made me snort so many bombs that it fried my brain. Got me thinking that I'm somebody famous, well known in this country rap lane.